Welcome back to Muslim Philosophers. Tonight we take a journey through time and space to explore the extraordinary life of Malcolm X. Born Malcolm Little in 1925 in Omaha, Nebraska, his life was marked by struggle, faith, transformation, and an unwavering commitment to justice. Malcolm X's story is one of resilience, courage, and the pursuit of knowledge, and it continues to inspire generations around the world. Malcolm was born into a world of hardship. His father, Earl Little, was a Baptist preacher and an outspoken supporter of black rights, and his mother, Louise Little, instilled in him a love for learning and a sense of responsibility. The family faced racial hostility and economic difficulty. Malcolm's father was targeted by white supremacists and died when Malcolm was just 6 years old. Some accounts suggest he was murdered, and others claim his death was labeled an accident. His mother struggled to care for her children, and when she was later institutionalized due to mental health struggles, Malcolm and his siblings were placed in foster homes. Despite these challenges, Malcolm was remarkably intelligent and curious from a young age. He loved reading, writing, and exploring the world around him. Teachers recognized his sharp mind and he excelled in school. Yet the instability in his home life and the prejudice he faced in Omaha and later in Michigan drew him away from formal education. By his teenage years, he had experienced both the cruelty of racism and the limitations of poverty, which left a deep impression on him and shaped his determination to seek justice. In his late teens and early 20s, Malcolm moved to Boston and then to New York City, where he became involved in petty crime, gambling, and other illicit activities. He was eventually arrested and sentenced to prison in 1946. Many might have seen prison as the end of hope, yet for Malcolm it became a turning point. Within the prison walls, he discovered the transformative power of knowledge. He spent hours reading history, philosophy, and religion, teaching himself about the struggles of oppressed peoples and the history of African civilizations. Books became his companions, and learning became the key to his liberation. It was during this period that Malcolm embraced Islam and joined the Nation of Islam, an African-American religious movement advocating black self-reliance and empowerment. He adopted the surname X to signify the unknown name of his African ancestors, emphasizing the rejection of the identity imposed by slavery and systemic racism. Through his studies, speeches, and mentorship, he developed into one of the most compelling voices for civil rights in America. Malcolm X quickly rose as a leader within the Nation of Islam, traveling across the country to establish mosques, organize communities, and educate people about their history and rights. He believed that knowledge, self-respect, and discipline were essential to achieving freedom and dignity. His speeches were honest, direct, and often confrontational, addressing both the systemic injustice and the personal responsibility of individuals to uplift themselves and their communities. In the early 1960s, Malcolm's journey took another profound turn. Following disagreements with the Nation of Islam leadership, he left the organization to pursue a broader understanding of Islam and the world. He traveled to Africa, including Ghana, and to the Middle East. The most transformative experience came during his pilgrimage to Mecca, known as the Hajj. There he witnessed Muslims of every race and nationality praying together as equals. This profound experience reshaped his worldview. He realized that unity, compassion, and mutual respect were central to creating a just society. His message evolved to advocate for universal human rights and equality while maintaining the focus on justice and empowerment for African Americans. Malcolm X's life was a balance of passion and reflection. He could command a crowd with powerful oratory one moment and spent hours in quiet study the next. He emphasized the importance of self-education, moral responsibility, and personal integrity. He often reminded people that true empowerment comes from knowledge and self-awareness. His transformation from a troubled youth into a scholar, leader, and advocate for justice demonstrates the power of resilience, faith, and intellectual curiosity. Even as Malcolm's influence grew, he faced threats and hostility. His dedication to truth and justice made him enemies, and he was constantly under scrutiny. Despite the dangers, he remained committed to his principles, continuing to educate, organize, and inspire. His vision included building bridges between communities, fostering understanding, and advocating for social justice both in the United States and abroad. Imagine Malcolm X standing on the streets of Harlem, his voice clear and firm, educating young people about their history, urging them to read and learn, and inspiring hope in those who had been marginalized. Picture him in quiet reflection, reading books late into the night, contemplating strategies to uplift his community, and seeking guidance through prayer. His life embodies the power of learning, faith, and courage in the face of adversity. Malcolm X's legacy is not confined to the era in which he lived. His work continues to inspire educators, activists, and communities worldwide. He reminds us that knowledge is power, that courage is essential, and that faith can guide individuals through even the darkest circumstances. His story teaches that transformation is possible at any stage of life and that personal growth can lead to profound societal impact. As we reflect on his life tonight, consider the lessons Malcolm X left for all of us. Seek knowledge relentlessly, act with integrity, embrace humility, and dedicate yourself to justice and service. Let his journey encourage you to transform challenges into opportunities, to rise above adversity, and to approach life with courage and reflection. Thank you for joining us on Muslim Philosophers. May the story of Malcolm X inspire you to pursue knowledge, stand for justice, and live a life of purpose. May your heart be strengthened, your mind enlightened, and your actions guided by faith, wisdom, and compassion.